In the past, as banks have gone to market for commercial customers, most of the time what they would do is they would look at all of the commercial customers as one large group instead of thinking about them based off of industry and size. So when they said, hey, we had products and services for commercial customers, they were all the same. When we talk about horizontal offerings versus vertical offerings, I think an analogy is a great place to start. So if you think about playing sports, most of them use some sort of ball. And generally speaking, you could make one ball work for a lot of different sports, but it's a much better experience if you have a sports-specific ball, especially if you think about like football versus basketball versus soccer versus volleyball. So in the banking context, the products and offerings that you go to market with, you have typical horizontal offerings like accounts, wires, ACHs. However, how those are used in different verticals and different industries is actually quite a bit different and need to be customized for those specific use cases. So as far as a specific example of a vertical offering versus a horizontal offering in banking, let's take an account, a deposit account. Sounds very, very simple. Oh, you just need a deposit account, no problem. But let's take a law firm versus perhaps a restaurateur. When a law firm says that they need an account, they have very specific needs. For example, many of you might be familiar with an attorney trust account. In this case, they're actually holding money on behalf of individuals, and it's all commingled. So the needs for that account are very different. They're typically going to use a lot of wires. They're going to have to understand the reconciliation of each of those dollars coming in, which of their clients it belongs to, and track that custodianship. A restaurateur, on the other hand, they have a master account, they have all the money coming in, and it's all of their own money. They don't need to keep track of it, but instead of using wires and those types of things, they have tons of small transactions coming in from credit cards, ACHs, and maybe even cash. One of the most important things that bankers can do is spending time with their customers. And it's not just going out and playing golf and having great meals, though that's extremely important. It's about sitting down and deeply understanding their business, the pain points that they have, the needs that they have, so that you can come back and understand what are the tailor-made banking products and services that you can provide. Those conversations are the gold that really helps you understand how to dial that in. For banks to be able to enhance their horizontal offerings for vertical specific nature, I think the key is to look for partners and providers that can help you do so. Typically, if you start going down the route of wanting to take your horizontal offerings and make them verticalized, it's a pretty large investment in time and technology. And so finding people who have already done that work, that have already built out those services, is going to help you get to market much quicker. And I would encourage you to look outside of just your normal vendors that you typically work with, because you'll be surprised at the solutions that are already out there.